Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy For Now. It's me, Isabel, here with my manga log and haul for January. So the next few, well, February's haul you'll get more because I should have the video done by then, but I will not be discussing the volume ones I read, but they're included in my stats, of course, for the month, because you're going to get a whole video in February where I've read every single volume one on my shelves. Tentatively, I think February. I should be through them by then. I'm taking my time. I decided to not give myself like a strict deadline for this because I knew if I did, I might burn out. So the goal is not to burn out and instead to keep momentum. And honestly, I'm proud of myself for January. I feel like this is a solid start for me. It is not as many as I would like to be reading a month, but it is closer to that number than not. So that is a win. So yeah, let's actually talk about everything, like all my stats for January. We'll talk about what I read and then all of the books I got in this month. The first things first, I read 9 volumes of manga in January for 1,472 pages. That feels like a win to me. I think that's fantastic. I feel like that's a good number. I'm happy with it, especially to start the year. Like, we're doing good. All right, genre-wise, I read 1 shoujo, 2 seinens, 4 joseis, and 2 yaois. So there's that. Again, I'm happy with this. I feel like that feels pretty good for me overall. 6 of the volumes I read were volume 1s as far as what I read. So let's talk about everything else I read that we can discuss, which is 3 things. It's not a ton. There's more to the haul. So that's part of why I was also like, well, we have to do the video. It's going to be short. So I did read The Other World's books Depend on the Bean Counter volume 6 because that came out this month. And I actually found it the weekend before it came out at my barn. So I immediately picked it up. One of my goals is for every 10 manga I read, I can buy 2. I did buy 2 in person. So my first redemption is done even though I've not read 10 is what I'll tell you. But that's fine. I kind of was like, I can't wait on this. This is one that if I don't buy it when I see it, I'm going to have to wait for a restock most likely in my area. So I was like, we're going to be proactive and go ahead and pick this up. And that's exactly what I did. This was a great continuation. We furthered their romance. We furthered a lot of world development plot in this volume, which I really, really liked and appreciated. I thought that made it really enjoyable, specifically around who and what is going on with the magic and the little like church situation where these kids are going. So that was really interesting. Overall, I just continue to love the series. It's one of my all-time favorites so far. I will be curious how it where and how we wrap up eventually, but for now, it's like top tier for me. This is and will continue to be a favorite. I don't see a world where it's not. But yeah, I loved the development here. We also see caretaking a lot again for our bean counter hero, Kandu. He ends up like really upset because he didn't get to help take care of his lover when he found out why he was like left for a treatment thing. And yeah, I just thought that all of that was really sweet. Again, good progressions overall. The story is going forward quickly. Even with the gaps we have between volumes, it's working well for me. Next, we have a series I'm subscribed to digitally as it is only available digitally, and that is Matcha Made in Heaven. We got volume 13, and I basically read it the same month it came out. Don't worry, I'll be hauling it in a bit too. I read this within a few weeks of it coming out, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's in my Snowed In blog. I continue to just love the relationship here, and that that relationship is moving forward between our couple and our married couple, but it is also like we keep getting interesting world plot stuff, like world building happening. And this involves her doing a live tea demonstration at a restaurant, and this guy who's been kind of weird and his wife is suspicious, and there's a lot of revelations here around what is happening and things with that. And then what's really sweet in this volume to me is that the friend group they've started to make in the tea space comes together to help them, specifically to help our heroine. And I loved that so much. I think that was just fantastic to read and to see, and I don't know. It was just so very good. And then I did end up checking out Cherry Magic 30 Years of Virginity Will Make You a Wizard, volume 15 from one of my libraries digitally to read because I saw that came out, and I'm slowly collecting the physicals, but I'm current. So when physicals come out, it's nice. I can buy them as I want to, and I don't have to add to the TBR. But I read this volume. I thought it was a fantastic volume. It was a good volume 15. We get a lot more of our secondary couple and their story in this one, I feel like. But also we're getting continuations of our original couple still that are really sweet and cute and fun and a delight at the end of the day. And I'm really, 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 really excited to read more. I hate that we're 6+ months between releases now, I feel like, but it's fine. This one came out sometime last year because it had a thing in the back for a Cherry Magic the Musical in Japan, and I was like, that would be very fascinating to see. But either way, it was a good reading month, I feel like, for what I read. I enjoyed a lot of the things I read, so that was a win. Now let's talk about everything I bought. A couple of these I'm going to put pictures up for because I don't have them yet. They got delivered to my mom's house, so I will be getting them soon, but they're still going to count for me in January. This is where I tell you, I did buy 10 volumes and I only read 9. So I didn't quite break even, which is usually my goal, but that's okay because as I talked about in my reset, I'm hoping to read the things that come in within a month or two of them coming in that I'm current on. I'm not current on everything that came in. So I'll call out the haul items that I will be reading hopefully in February to help keep me current on top of the volume 1 project. So first up, A Suitable Fetish volume 5 came out in January, and I do have that waiting for me. I will be reading it soon. I possibly will be reading it very early in February. I'm just not sure yet. Next, we have volume 6 of Otaku Vampires Love Bite. This is on my TBR for February. I really like this series. I'm current besides this volume, so it would make sense for me to go ahead and knock that out soon. I also really like this cover. I think it's just so cute. Like, they're so cute on this cover. So next is another series I'm not current on. Actually, I have 2, 3, and 4 to read, I think. And that is Choking on Love volume 4. This came out. I have it. I need to read it. Hopefully I still like the series. Then another one that got delivered to my mom's house is Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife. I think this came in January. It might have come in at the end of December. No, this came in January, so I haven't been able to read it yet. I will be reading it as soon as I get my hands on it because I'm current on that series and I love this series. It's so cute because our man is invisible and it's a whole group of people that are invisible and she's blind, so she doesn't care that he's invisible, and it's them like navigating, and it's just so sweet. He takes such good care of her. And then next is a volume I have, but I don't know where it is. And that is Bride of the Barrier Master, volume 5. This came in this week, and I'm very, very excited for it. Again, another one I'm current on, so ideally I'll read it soon. Then, of course, I got Matcha Made in Heaven this month, as it came out this month, and I've already read it, so that's a win. Next, we have Firefly Wedding, volume 5. My volume, okay, it flattened out some. My volume got left out overnight in the cold on accident, so it's a little wrinkly, but it looks like it's okay now. So I have volume 5 of this. Also not current on this series. I think I have 3 volumes to read, so who knows. I'll get to it soon, hopefully. Then we have 2 that I literally got in like as the month was ending. I got Titan's Bride volume 8 in. Very excited to read this. This is likely to be a very early February read, but it is so quick. Such a fun size difference situation. I actually read this to someone recently, so there's that. But I loved this one. I've loved this series so far, so volume 8 is a high priority for me. And then we also have The Yakuza and His Omega Raw Desire volume 4. I think this might be the final volume. Yes, so this is the final volume of this one. It's only 4, so I will be reading this quickly here too because, hello, it's only 4 volumes, of course. But I'm really excited to read this and wrap up the story. I've really enjoyed this. Basically, she's an Omega, he's an Alpha, and they by chance end up working together. Or she by chance ends up in his workplace and going into heat. Lo and behold, they end up fated mates. It's really fun. It is a delight, to be honest with you. So, not a bad thing to have on my list. It'll also be a nice palette cleanser. And then last but not least, surprise, surprise, we'll talk about it again real quick, is The Other World's Books Depend on the Bean Counter volume 6. That came in this month. So I have 6 volumes that I acquired in January that I would like to have read by February or March. Ideally, these will probably be done. These are all very quick reads, and I think that part is gonna keep me going, especially as I read these volume 1s. Just putting in series that I'm current on or catching up on is gonna help break that up for me. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, that is everything I read and hauled in the month of January. Let me know how your January reading went for manga. Did you read a bunch of new stuff? Are you reading backlist? Are you working on reading down what you own like I am? Things like that. Let me know down below. If you don't do any of that, you can leave me a coffee bean emoji or a coffee cup of your choice down below for Bean Counter. And I will have links to all these for you down there. Links to my friend anywhere on the internet that I am. And I will talk to y'all in just a few days in my next video. Bye!
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for.